Are we live? Okay, so are we live? I've been trying to go live forever. I'm sorry if the camera's bad. Please, is anybody here? I'm looking. I'm waiting. Hello there. I am here now, yes, I know. Sorry, I've been trying to get this to work for fucking ever, and it's happening now. Hi. So, we're here. Yes, it's me, Ella Smart Clone. Hello there, mate. Hello, boys. Hello, my compadres. Today, we're looking at PKRussl again. I know. Sorry about the frame lag. I'm using my webcam, and it's not great. We're looking at the PKRussl video. I'm gonna try my best for people to be able to hear. My very best. If you can hear while I'm listening to it, then please let me know in the stream. If it is not working, then I guess I'll get rid of this microphone, and then you can just hear it live while I'm recording it. I'm gonna try. Really gonna try. Alright. You're looking at me just trying to open up YouTube. So this new PKRussl video came out. He's responding to the critics of his new Hazbin Hotel video, which I made a video on. Honestly, I looked back over it to make sure I remembered everything, because you'd be shocked just how easily I forget a video after I'm done making it. But I am interested in what his reply is going to be, because, you know, PK, he made this video, like, very short. No, I mean, like, he made it in a short time period. It's 40 minutes long. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't address me at all, so I'm just, that's great. I watched a few minutes to get a feel for the video, and in general, it's looking kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. I found I spent a few minutes on it. It doesn't look great. Does not look great. Okay, then. So I'm gonna start playing it. If you guys can hear it, then just tell me.
Wow, I just got done watching Hazbin Hotel, and it was awesome. I enjoyed it so much. Wait.
Can you hear that?
What is this? How dare you! I cannot believe this! Stop talking! No! Stop violating me with your different opinions!
Can anybody hear that? Okay, good. People can hear it. Sorry about the audio then, because it is something to listen to. So here we go, my live reaction. I'm gonna try not to move so much so the thing doesn't lag. Let's do this, boys. We're doing it.
I can't take it. He keeps violating me with his different opinion. Why won't he just shut up? Why won't he just stop? I don't like this opinion. No. So yeah, I posted this video a few days ago, and this is the result. Now today I want to take a look at some of the top comments on this video and respond to them. Then we're going to take a look at the Twitter drama that came from this video, and then we're going to finish up with my final thoughts. But before we get into that, there's just a few things that I would like to say. First of all, this is a review. This is my review. Yep, I'm not quite sure what these people expected me to do. Did they expect me to lie and say that I enjoyed the show? This is what a review is. I watch it and I say what I thought about it.
Yeah, you did.
That's literally what I did. That's what the whole point of a review is. It is your opinion on what you thought.
I'm just going to stop to say this is my hot takes right off the cuff. My opinion might change after I watch the video. At least I have an excuse of this being a live stream of my first reaction. So unlike PK's video, he can go back and refute it still, but he posted a video and he had time to make that. So with this, I have an excuse if I say something dumb or shitty, because I like to think out my opinions, but whatever. We're going hot takes right here. Still moving too much. I'm not looking at the live chat much. I'm gonna try and do that a bit more.
Of whatever media that you just consumed. That's what I did here. If
Sorry,
I
I'm not doing
lied and
display
said
right
that I
now
enjoyed
because
something that I didn't enjoy...
I'm sorry I'm not doing display right now. I wanted to display my screen, but I'm using a laptop, so OBS is being shit. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll get a new one for Christmas the next time I live stream. I don't know.
I'd be no worse than reviewers who are bought out by people, who are paid to say good things about whatever it is they're reviewing. This is my honest opinion on Hazbin Hotel. What good of a reviewer would I be if I didn't give my honest opinion? So join me, shall you, as we take a look at what people are saying. Oh wow, I feel like you misinterpreted some things.
Yeah.
The songs aren't random, this is clearly a musical. Is it actually clearly a musical? Because there were 2 songs in 30 minutes. I have a musical theater background.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid. I mean, the songs were kind of just random. There were only about 3. I didn't know it was a musical at first. I thought the songs were sort of randomly placed in there. Maybe they could have tried to make it more of a musical. That wasn't one of my complaints, but still.
I've been in several musicals when I was in high school, at least.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was Link Larkin in Hairspray.
I did
Every
that
musical
too.
I've been in had way more than 2 songs in
plays
30
as well.
minutes. Every musical I've ever seen has a much higher density of songs than that.
Okay.
It seemed like they were just songs thrown in just for the hell of it. It was not clearly a musical, and everyone who talked about this show referred to it as a cartoon. Not a musical cartoon, not a musical. It's never been referred to as a musical. Before I made this video, and people said, it's actually a musical. I've never heard that before. It's not clearly a musical at all. The people dying part was probably there to establish how meaningless most of the demons' lives are, and it's hell, what do you expect? You don't die in hell. You're already dead.
Yeah,
Angel Dust makes lots of
But, like, apparently it's, like, where they aren't permanently dead and they're just, like, suffering. But, you know, it's still showing through those jokes that it's... that hell in itself is, like, people don't care about death whatsoever. It's all good, man.
jokes because he's a star. Yes, but that doesn't make it any more or less funny. It's still exactly the same.
I mean... the way you showed it, it's the same, but there's a bit more layering to it that you just sort of left out in your review. So I don't know, man.
I feel like an actual star would tell more clever adult jokes. It's still on a level that's very below what adult humor is typically supposed to be at, right? Later, when they were in the hotel and Charlie was upset, Angel Dust not comforting her was supposed to show that yes, he may feel guilty, but he's not ready to show that yet. Yeah. It'd be weird to make him go from, haha, I don't care about anything but to, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings so early on. And again, he's a demon. Okay, fine. That was something that I just pointed out as a potential opportunity for character development right there. So many people are taking that specific tiny little part of the video where I said this is a good place they could have done character development and blowing that up to this huge thing as if I said that because they didn't do that, that makes the whole show bad. That's not at all what I'm saying. I said that that was a place where they could have shown character development. And if they don't do it there, that's fine. But there is no character development for him at all this whole episode. It was just one example. It could have been done anywhere else, and it can be done in the future. But I feel like it could have been done there. That was all I was saying.
I mean, you still seem to be missing the point that no, it couldn't have been done there. They were intentionally not having him fully developed, but still showing that he is slightly developed and not exactly as we saw him before. It's just showing that, well, in general, it's just showing that he has the ability to change. It's not that he is going to change immediately, but he has the ability to change, which is sort of the point of Charlie's whole hotel thing, and that's going to be shown throughout the rest of the series if they can get it off the ground and all that. So, yeah.
So many people seem to be misinterpreting what came out of my mouth, you know? Alistair has a radio voice because he's the radio demon. Also, his voice being annoying is subjective. It is subjective, just like literally everything is subjective at all when you review anything.
That's true.
If you talk about the animation, how you feel about the animation is subjective. If you talk about the art, how you feel about the art is subjective. Everything you talk about in a review is subjective. That's what a review is. You give your subjective opinion on something. Okay. There is no such thing as a fact when you are giving a review, unless you say that the video was published on this date or something. When you're giving an opinion...
Well, there are facts, like, you said that after 3 different jokes were shown on screen, they were the same joke when they weren't the same joke, so, Yeah, you can say factually inaccurate things about the show and claim it as a criticism.
It's an opinion. That's what a review is. You're scoring the whole thing based on what you thought of it. Everything is subjective. So I don't know what you expect from me. If there was nothing subjective in the review, it wouldn't be a review. That's the entire purpose of a review, is the subjective opinion of the person who's reviewing it. So I'm very confused how what you're trying to say there. Alistair's radio voice being annoying is subjective. It is, and I thought it was annoying. That was my opinion. Sir Pinch's voice being over the top is what they were going for. The pathetic villain trope, you know. The whole point is that he takes himself way too seriously. Two things here. The fact that that's what they were going for doesn't change anything at all. Just because someone intends for something to be a certain...
I mean, it does kind of change it, because you were saying, oh man, his voice is so over the top that it's cringy. He needs to be less over the top. The point is that he's so over the top. It's like, it's the guy who, it's the guy who did Battle Block Theater. He is a very over-the-top personality, a very over-the-top kind of voice guy. So they got him because they liked his incredibly over-the-top vocals and performances, and that sort of fits the character because he's a really goofy character.
way doesn't make it any less good or bad. Many people dislike the Lion King remake. Yes. But if the animators came out and they're like, we actually intended for it to be this way, would that automatically make it a good movie? No, it doesn't change anything. I don't care what their intentions were with this character. I think that the decision to make it the way that it was does not fit in the context of this show.
Why does it not fit in the context of the show? All the characters are shown to be very cynical or incredibly goofy, and there are some serious moments within it, but everything is treated not seriously whatsoever, and this character is just an amalgamation of all of that. I don't see how he doesn't fit into the world.
Secondly, they're going for the pathetic villain trope. That's just another commonly used trope to throw into the list that they already have.
Just because
the
you have
massive
common
list
tropes
of
does not mean
overused
the media
tropes. The
itself
whole point is that he takes himself way too seriously. There are so many examples of characters in cinematic history who take themselves way too seriously without using overacted voice acting.
But it does. All these guys are sinners. Why is this out of the ordinary? Yeah. I'm gonna look at a few comments. Hey, you're not Discount Danny Phantom. What have you done? Just Stop, you fiend. Proof that Just Stop isn't Danny Phantom IRL. Yes. Stop fucking commenting it. I'm looking.
Scar in The Lion King takes himself way too seriously.
Hold on.
The voice acting, in the original film at least, is not overacted. It's not overacted to an almost silly degree, you know? It's done with a perfect balance of taking himself way too seriously, but not going past the line where it starts to just become silly. There are so many examples like that. You do not have to overact your voice in order...
Hold on. Scar, he's a somewhat over-the-top villain, yes. He has some over-exaggerative mannerisms, and he likes to talk like this, and he likes to have his little British accent, and all that. But why are you comparing him to Sir Pentious, or whatever his name is? Like, he's full the whole way over the top villain, like not serious whatsoever, like Dr. Robotnik in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Scar is still a serious villain. You still take him seriously because he's still rather intimidating. He has a plan. He's so much more organized and so much more actually threatening than the Snake guy. Why are you comparing him to that? It's sort of like comparing Master Chief to Duke Nukem. I mean, yeah, they both shoot and they both like to hit a bunch of alien-like creatures, but they are very different in personality.
To appear like you're taking yourself too seriously. So yeah, that might be the point of the character, but it doesn't have to be overacted. And it shouldn't be overacted. The whole humor thing is, again...
2D Just Stop is harder than 3D. Just Stop is a young John Constantine without the British accent. Changed my mind. I don't know who that is. The person above me agrees with PK. Just because something is a trope doesn't mean it's bad. Sir Pillow is supposed to... Oh, Sir Pen is supposed to be silly. I was the lead role in my high school plays. That's cool.
And subjective, it is subjective. That's why it's a review. The point of a review is to give my subjective opinion on what I thought of what I watched. Everything in a review is subjective. Once again,
you like to talk about repeating.
Humor is subjective.
Stop repeating
I believe that Vivzy Pop was going for a wacky, innocent style.
Whatever.
Once again, it doesn't matter what they're going for. That doesn't change whether it's good or bad. Everyone there has a "who are you to stop me" peasant attitude, so obviously no one is going to hold back. They swear too much. Are they in high school? No, they're in hell. Right, but adults in real life, even the ones who would go to hell, do not swear this much. To me, it came off like they were trying way too hard.
Hold on.
No, they're in hell. Right, but adults in real life are bad. Everyone there has a "who are you to stop me" peasant attitude, so obviously no one is going to hold back. They swear too much. Are they in high school? No, they're in hell. Right, but adults in real life, even the ones who would go to hell, do not swear this much. To me...
They didn't swear that much in the pilot. The only one that sweared a lot was Husk, and he is... he's like a gambler type character. You know, gambler, mobster type characters, the ones who like to swear a lot. And even then, he doesn't say fuck too many times. He says it like 5 times. Come on. Jeez. Come on, man. Please, give me something to work with here. That isn't the same thing as you said before.
It came off like they were trying way too hard to be adults. The punchline in the harder daddy joke was like Sir Pinchus replying with "son" and Angel's face responding to that, which you cut out. A lot of people have brought this up. I would play the clip, but my video got copyright claimed. We'll talk about that later. But basically, when Angel Dust is chained and thrown across and lands, and then he says, "Harder, daddy," Sir Pinchus, the spaceship guy, says "son." And then Angel Dust is like, "huh?" And I cut out the part where Sir Pinchus said "son," and then Angel Dust goes, "huh?" In my mind, those are 2 separate jokes that were related to...
They are 2 separate jokes? What are you talking about? The chain whipping and the harder daddy part, that was the setup for the joke. That was the setup for "son." They're completely connected. What are you talking about?
Each other. Angel Dust says "harder, daddy," which is the adult joke, then a juvenile joke following that where Sir Pinchus says "son" because Angel Dust said "daddy." So hilarious. I didn't include that part because I didn't want to take up too much time playing from the show, and I didn't think that it changed the joke at all.
I put it in, and I didn't get
having that end part in there makes it even a dumber joke. So I see what you're saying with that. I see how you can see that I'm trying to hide the punchline, but I'm not trying to do that at all. If I included that, it would have been an even dumber joke anyway. And it would have just helped my points even more. Husk is a moody, grumpy, It's not shocking that he swears a lot, especially if you take a moment to realize...
Just a side tangent. I hate how PK, how he censors himself by going, I just find it annoying. There are better ways. Just replace the word with something else. I don't even care. Just say frickin'. I don't even care if it sounds cringy or whatever. Just please stop saying It sounds like you're having a seizure, man. Please, it's annoying.
Who he's talking to. Alistair, someone he probably has a not-so-nice history with. Side note, most of the swearing in that episode is either used if it's aimed at someone the character despises, or whenever someone is mad, which is understandable. I agree. There are adults in real life who swear too much. I know some people who swear every 5 words. It is true that there are adults like that. And having one character like that makes sense. The problem that I have is that it seems like every single character in this show is like that.
No, they're fucking not. I'm sorry. They're not. They're not. Please stop. Okay, so Vaggie says it once. Angel Dust says it once. Husk says it like 5 times, and Charlie says it once. That's 9 times. I don't know why I'm holding up before. That's 9 times. So, are they all like Husk? Are they?
That's what it feels like. You're being bombarded with frick words. And it's not like I care that people are saying bad words. It's just trying way too hard to be funny. It's trying way too hard to be funny and way too hard to be adult. So yes, it makes sense to have one character that's like that, but it seems like every character is like that.
They aren't.
That's the problem that I have. I'd love to hear some opinions that don't consist of, I don't think that this is funny, so no one should. Feel free to share. First of all, I never said this a single time in my review. The first person who finds where I said this gets $100. A lot of people seem to think that when you say something critical or something negative that you're saying, I don't like this, therefore no one should. But that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, I don't like this. And in the review, there were several times where I did say, as a joke, and it was obviously a joke, that people who like this type of humor in Hazbin Hotel are either children or very juvenile adults. It was obviously exaggerated humor, and it was obviously a joke. I shouldn't even have to explain that. But we live in the society we live in 2019, where nobody really understands when you're joking and when you're not. That's my sense of humor. I say over-exaggerated things, and I make it very clear that I'm doing it, but no one ever picks up on it, really. Okay, I get that you probably didn't really mean that it's very bad like it said in the thumbnail, but imagine spending years on a really big project like this and finding videos like this. Imagine thinking that you're immune.
I mean, that's a bad criticism. You can't just say, "Oh, they worked on this for multiple years," or you can't criticize it. I don't agree with that.
To criticism because you spent a long time on a project.
Yeah,
I'm sure they spent years on the Lion King remake. Once again, using that as an example, it doesn't mean that you can't say I didn't like the show. Plus, the humor is subjective. I personally found it quite funny, as did a lot of other people. Just because it isn't the adult humor you prefer, it doesn't mean other.
Do I have Super Chat turned on? I don't know. I'm gonna see if I have Super Chat turned on. Do I have Super Chat turned on? I wanna make a few dollars while I'm doing this. Okay, I guess I don't. Let me see if I can change that. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm a greedy asshole, but I just want some money. Honestly, I might just try and make a nice video on PK's review because of the fact it's so bad. Oh, do I have? I'm sorry if this is kind of boring. Super chat, enable. Blah 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 blah. Thankfully, you guys can't see me putting in personal information. Please counterattack. PK is asking for hate. Maybe that's what I'm doing now. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Is Super Chat enabled now? Please, live chat. Whatever, I don't even care. Whatever. I'll fix it at some point, like I'll fix everything else. 'Cause I always have to. Always.
Other people didn't like it. Right, and just because other people did like it doesn't mean that I have to like it either. Of course you're not impressed. You like watching animation memes. I most certainly do not like watching animation memes. Movement is over-exaggerated, voices are cringy, sound effects are everywhere and unnecessary. You haven't watched a lot of cartoons, have you? Oh, no, I did. I have. This is exactly what works for a children's cartoon, as I said in my review.
Oh, yeah, it's on $2. Thank you, Go Ken. No, it's not. I've got Super Chat now. I can start making money off of this. Yeah, I'm a shallow corporation. Dabbing. I did that ironically. Please do not take that out of context. Actually do. I want to see the memes.
This is a cartoon made for adults, though. I respectfully disagree. I thought it was funny and entertaining, but hey, we have different tastes. That's how you do it, right there. That's a great example of how you do it. This one has a weird radio voice for some reason. I wonder why. Maybe it's because he's the radio demon? Yeah, I think it's a dumb gimmick. Having that effect on the voice makes it harder to understand.
I mean, personally, I thought it was fine to hear. Wasn't very hard, I don't think. But, yeah, I guess I can see your perspective there, man. I can see it as I like the concept because, you know, they all have sort of themes to them. But whatever. You don't have to like it.
And what he's saying. And it's very annoying to listen to after a while. It's a gimmick that's good for a little bit, and then after a while it just gets very annoying. Kind of like my own voice. Okay, I hear your point, but you know this is a pilot episode, right?
You don't sound as masculine as I.
Fallout 76 released, you know that they can just update it in the future, right? And make it a good game in the future. A lot of people use this is a pilot excuse. Yes, most pilots that are made are not as good as a show ends up being, right? But that's not how it should be. Just because that's the way that most pilots are, doesn't excuse a pilot from being worse than the rest of the...
Isn't PK a cub fetishist? No, he is not. Don't spread any rumors. They're mostly not true about PK. I'll make fun of the guy, but don't attack him. Don't attack the guy.
Show. Hazbin Hotel is too juvenile, says the guy who goes instead of saying or That's just YouTube being juvenile, is what it is.
Trigger warning.
If I say those words, I get demonetized.
No, you don't. I say those words all the time, and I'm still monetized. Don't you want to be like me, PK? I swear I'm not an egotist.
I'm sure that the overacting of his voice was intentional. It was, but that has no effect on whether it's good or not. Many of the decisions made for the Lion King remake were intentional. That doesn't mean that they're good. Just because they're intentional doesn't mean that they're good. Like I said in the video, overacted voice acting works sometimes. In this particular usage, I did not believe that it worked. PK just meant the humor sucks, but the idea is okay. That's a great way to sum it up. That's literally what my review was. I don't know why people thought that I was just saying nothing but negative things about Hazbin Hotel, because I didn't at all. I even gave it a 5 out of 10, which is a very in-the-middle score. It is literally in the middle. That 3 times in a row joke he was complaining about, that's an actual, comedy tactic called the rule of 3. I'm pretty sure that was purposeful. Sure, it might have been purposeful, but that doesn't mean that it was good. The fact...
It's not the same joke. They're different. They're different. They're different. They're different.
That it was purposeful doesn't make it all of a sudden funny now. I think that it was a bad decision to use the rule of 3, if that's even a real thing, in that particular spot with that particular joke. What I think would have been funny is if they did do that same joke, but they had one at the beginning of the episode, another one in the...
They're not connected jokes. They're all different. They may have happened close next to each other, but they are different jokes. We're getting a bunch of clown faces in here.
The very middle of the episode, and another one at the end, rather than putting them literally right next to each other. I think that's how the rule of 3 is supposed to be used, is when you spread them out like that over the course of a whole performance. In my mind, that would be a lot more funny, but that's just what I think. Just because something is an actual tactic doesn't mean it always is good and that it always works. Just like the rule of thirds in cinematography.
It seems like my thing isn't working, but I'm gonna try and display, if you guys can see. If you don't see just black, then tell me. I'm just gonna... There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Display... Can you guys see a display capture? Or is it just black? Is it just black? It's black. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. This is why I'm having the problems. Don't take that movement out of context either, please. God damn it, why am I making these memes for myself?
Does not always work. It works most of the time, but not all the time. Sometimes you want things to be center frame rather than over here, you know, like how I am right now. If I was here the whole video, following the rule of thirds, that would look really stupid for this video, right? As a fan of the show, I respect your opinions. I just hope the other fans don't get triggered. Me sees title. Me, oh, you poor soul. They're gonna you. Yeah, I think that just shows a huge problem with fandoms in the internet. I had so many comments that say the same thing. Like, people have said, wow, you're so brave to post this. How can you say something so brave yet so controversial? Stuff like that. It's like, if we have people saying that, you know, it just exposes the culture of you either toe the line and you agree with what everyone else says, or you get attacked, you know? Either toe the line or get attacked.
How could you say something so controversial, yet so brave?
If saying my opinion on a show is being brave, we have a real problem. We have a real problem with the culture on the internet. Now, there are some other things that people have said that got lost in the sauce that I would like to talk about. There are many people who said that I watched this without doing any research, and that I made this review without doing any research. What research? What are you talking about? I watched the pilot. The pilot is the beginning of a series. Everything you need to know about the world should be explained within the pilot. There are people saying I didn't look at Vivzy Pop's live streams where she was working on art or animation and explaining the story on live streams. You shouldn't have to do any of that. The only research you need to do when you're watching a pilot episode is to watch the pilot episode, which I did multiple times. The only exception is if this was a sequel to something. This isn't a report on the history of America. There's no research that I should have to do. If you have to do research before watching a pilot episode of a series to understand what's happening, you've failed at making a compelling series. Everything should be explained in the series. There were also a lot of people who said that I made this video for the views. Every video on YouTube that's ever been made is made for views. If you didn't want to get views, you would make the video and just leave it on your hard drive and never let anyone see it. The point of uploading to YouTube is to let other people watch what you've made. Views is the entire point of the website of YouTube. I made the video because...
Wow. Here. Save it so you can dye the hair to the right color, Mr. Fit. Memes aside, keep up the work, dude. You are very underrated. Thank you so much. 20 euros. That's like 5 ham sandwiches. Wow. I will be eating tonight.
Everyone and their mom was talking about it and praising the hell out of it. And it got me excited. I was thinking in my mind, finally, a great animation project on YouTube. A full-fledged pilot for a series on YouTube? That sounds awesome. Then when I went and I actually watched it, I was amazed at how far below my expectations it was. I'd never heard anything about Hazbin Hotel before everyone started talking about it on Twitter after it was released. So I went in expecting to really enjoy it and expecting it to be really good. And I was severely disappointed. That is why I made the video, because I was amazed that no one was talking about why they didn't like it. I was amazed that there was no criticism for it at all. It seemed like everyone was just praising it. There were so many problems I had, I wanted to say all my problems with it. Also, another thing that's really interesting is there were several good things that I said about the show. Many people said that I was only hating on this show and that I was bullying the creators and only saying bad things about it. When I said several things that were either good about the show or very neutral about...
Everyone type F in chat for PKRussl's career.
About the show. The overall score that I gave was even a 5 out of 10, which it didn't get a 0 out of 10. I even defended the show from crazy people on Twitter calling the show and
Yeah, it's not.
But all the Hazbin Hotel stands who came to mass dislike my video just kind of ignored that whole...
It wasn't just stands, PK. You gotta understand that. It isn't just the stands. I'm not a stan. I promise.
Whole point, because it doesn't fit their idea that I'm just this evil monster who hates everything about Hazbin Hotel. They don't want to accept the fact that I actually defended the show from crazy people. You know? I can't be on their side with anything at all. I just have to be completely evil, right? In terms of reviews, this is probably my most tame review that I've ever made in my entire YouTube career. And I cannot believe that it got the reaction that it got. This is literally probably the most tame video I've ever made. Probably ever. On YouTube. I thought it was one of my best videos ever. I got really in depth with it. I went through the entire show and pointed out things as they came along. And then I gave objective facts about how the animation is good, the art is overall good, things that I said that were positive, and then I gave my opinion to sum it all up at the end. I thought it was a very good video, one of my best, if not my best video. It seems like people ignored all the good things that I said about this.
Sorry if you can hear that. My room is above a garage, so I get to hear this all day. Yeah, sorry.
Show and only focused on what made them upset and angry, because it really does seem like I posted the video and everyone who normally watches my videos came in and liked the video. They liked my...
I normally watch your videos, BK, and I didn't like it. That's why I made a video on it. Because I didn't like it. I wish he had made this a day or two later. Then he could have seen my video. Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Oh.
review, and then it seems like out of nowhere, all of a sudden the dislikes started flooding in. It seems to me like the Hazbin Hotel fandom found my video and decided to just mass dislike it without even giving me a chance.
F.
And even then, what did you expect with a video titled Review? Did you expect me to lie and say that I didn't enjoy it? It was my review.
No,
what did you expect from the video? I gave exactly what I said I was giving. My review of the show. What I've learned from this is that you need to submit to everyone else's opinion. You need to toe the line.
Oh, you don't.
And never, ever go past it.
This
or else
is not what
you'll
you
be
should
beaten
be getting
into submission,
from this.
basically, metaphorically speaking. There's no such thing as having an opinion anymore. What it is now is you're attacking me. You're bullying me. You're violating me with your different opinions. The thing is, I watched this pilot and I gave an honest review of what I thought of the pilot. I don't know what else everyone expected me to do. I mean, seriously. I think it'd be much worse if I made a review where I said it was just incredible and that I loved every second of it, because that wouldn't be honest. I'm not about lying to just fit in with everyone on the internet. I'm about being honest with my opinions. I did not like Hazbin Hotel. And if you're going to get mad at me because I have an opinion that's different than yours, then you're the worst kind of person. And you're the kind of person that we have way too much on the internet. That's what Twitter is full of. It's like, if someone disagrees with you, it's not just a disagreement. It's an attack, right? And they are now your enemy that you must...
Oh, yay, ad. So I guess he got this video advertised.
Discover the real heroes.
The real heroes. Like PKRussl. And the real villains. Like Just Stop. I'm gonna go take a piss for a second. I'll be back. I've got a built-in bathroom into my room. And I'm back. This truly is a Mr. Medicare level stream right here.
Troy, it's so dumb and it's so stupid. It's just a different opinion, dude. You don't like what I said about Hazbin Hotel? That's fine, because not everyone has the same opinion. This happens a lot when reviewers give a score that is bad to something that most people enjoy. It's like, what do you expect them to do?
Before you ask,
you want them to lie about their opinion of whatever it is they're reviewing? No, I'd rather have honest all the time. It's a hard fact of life. Not everyone is going to always agree with everything that you think. If you believe that that's the case, you're absolutely wrong. So of course, as when you talk about any fandom at all with very obsessive fans, if you say anything...
Just stop. Mind if I ask what he got wrong exactly? Watch my video. I got a whole video about it.
Even slightly negative, those fans take all of that and make so much drama. So let's take a look at what happened here. As soon as I learned what Hazbin Hotel was, I wanted to make a review of it. And I wanted to be one of the first people to upload a review of Hazbin Hotel. So I watched Hazbin Hotel 3 or 4 times. So I got to work on my video over the next 30 hours, constantly working. I took a
host. I don't understand why PK of all people would rush a video that's supposed to be thorough. Yeah, that sums it up pretty nicely.
Break to sleep. I think I slept for 2 hours that night, and I just kept working and working and working for so many hours, doing editing and recording and editing, and I was so tired. By the time that it finished uploading, I just wanted to go to bed, and right as I laid my head down to go to bed, literally, I got an email that said, a copyright claim has been created for your video. And it was Vivzy Pop's MCN, Screenwave Media, that just automatically claimed my video using an automated system. Now, us YouTubers have had a humongous problem with these companies.
It's not her fault.
Terrible, terrible, terrible companies using an automated system to just claim everything.
It's not a good system.
Claim literally everything that has any content at all that they own, regardless of fair use whatsoever, which is totally bogus And it's really bad. It's just terrible for the creator community. And this is exactly what happened to me. Now, of course, when you get a copyright claim, my camera's directly in the way of what I wanted to show you, but you can click on File a Dispute. This is a screenshot of what it looked like, because the claim is no longer there. I'll explain in just a little bit. But you can click on File a Dispute to file a dispute. So the first thing that I did when I got this was I filed a dispute. Then, because when you file a dispute, they have up to 30 days to respond for whatever reason, and until they respond, the claim stays there. So because it had the potential to take so long, and I wanted to get this video out, I've been working on it for so long, it is a time-sensitive video. If I wait till everyone and their mom uploads this video, then mine is not going to perform very well. I have to get it out. I tweeted at VivziePop, so I was going to publish a Hazbin Hotel review today, but it got copyright claimed. At VivziePop, this is a review. It falls under fair use. Please remove the claim. Because she can reach out to her MCN and say, hey, you need to remove this claim. It's fair use. I then followed it up by saying I worked over 48 hours straight basically on this video. This me off to no end. This was an automated claim, by the way. Vivzie didn't actually claim it herself. She's the only one who can remove the claim, though. All three of these tweets were tweeted out in sequence.
Right after you were able to make this. That's pretty quick. I wish I could snap, but I can't.
Each other, like literally 1 minute after the other. All of them were made at the same time. And then it was 10:48 p.m. the day before I published the video once I tweeted this one. So I went to sleep. Then the next morning I woke up, and as I was making my morning breakfast, I received this email here.
Just looks like he's genuinely suffering watching this, and I don't know how I feel about it. Don't take pity on me. Feel joy in my own sadness.
Hi, PKRussl. After reviewing your dispute, Screenwave Media has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. Now, when you dispute a copyright claim, someone on the other end, the claimant on the other end, has to manually either approve or reject the copyright claim. So, although the original claim was an automated process, this rejection of my dispute, in which I explained that this was fair use and I was able to use the content legally, they still rejected my dispute manually. This was after I had tweeted at VivziePop, by the way. So before I was just asking, hey, please remove the claim. It's fair use. I thought that at least I would get some sort of response from VivziePop saying, hey, sorry that my MCN did this. I'll look into it or something. But it was just nothing. The only response I got was a manual rejection of my dispute. You have to excuse the low quality here because I didn't think to screenshot all of my tweets before deleting them, of course. But I have this video that I made in which I show the next tweet that I made, where after receiving the rejection of my dispute, I made this tweet. So, at VivziePop has illegally copyright claimed my review of Hazbin Hotel, despite it being fair use, and has rejected.
A YouTuber doesn't have that much power over their MCN. You gotta have at least 1 million to have that kind of immediate impact with an MCN. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The rant has nothing to do with the show. This is Twitter rage. Yeah, seems like it.
My dispute. All other reviews are not claimed, and they all praise the show. Mine is the only one claimed, and the only one that is critical. Please retweet to help. And this is the one that blew up and got 1.8 thousand likes. And this tweet right here made the Hazbin Hotel fandom spiral into absolute chaos and drama and go absolutely insane. People said that I was falsely accusing VivziePop of copyright claiming my review because this screenshot didn't show who claimed it. Even though my original tweet, like 12 hours before this tweet, was this one and showed these two images that if you tapped on, you could see the full resolution images. This one right here was just a screenshot of this email that I got that I still have, which clearly said it was claimed by Screenwave Media. Yes. And then, of course, this image here, which if you zoom in, you can even just see it right here. Screenwave Media, channel VivziePop, right there. It's just that this tweet didn't blow up. But this one did. And no one bothered to go look and see that I had shown who claimed the video. Let's also not forget that the third tweet in this thread, which was all tweeted out at the same time, says this was an automated claim, by the way. Vivzie didn't automatically claim it herself. She's the only one who can remove the claim, though. So while it's not technically true that VivziePop actually claimed the video herself, it was her MCN who automatically claimed the video with an automated system. And that alone is no big deal as long as they just fixed it, you know? As long as they just rushed and helped me fix the issue, you know? But instead of that, they manually rejected my claim.
Yeah, I get the hate with that. Guys, stop hating. Did y'all know that you weren't allowed to have opinions on his review? Learn to respect opinions, man, boys. We live in a society. what was I saying? Yeah, I get the trouble of, like, I had 5 seconds of a song in one of my videos for the extra credits one, and it got claimed, and I was like, yeah, I could just take this out, but then it didn't work, and now I manually reviewed it, and they still thought it was copyright abuse or whatever. Yeah, I hate that. But eventually PKs did get lifted, and VibsyPop made a tweet about how they were determining between re-uploads and stuff like that, and I can get that kind of thing. So why didn't PK remove at least this part that's talking about how it got claimed? I get that I get it. Just come on. Oh, volume too loud. Sorry. Try to lower my volume.
Screenwave Media manually rejected my claim after I had already tweeted to VibsyPop. So at this point, it's no different whether she did it or her MCN did it, because her MCN represents her. She did nothing to stop her MCN, who she allowed to have control of all of her content by signing their contract. It's the same thing. And people were trying to villainize me for saying that it was VibsyPop when technically it was her MCN. Poor choice of words on my part, yes, but it's the same thing.
Poor choice of words.
She's just as responsible as her MCN is for allowing her MCN to do this.
I mean, that's kind of like, you having fans, and then the fans do something because you said something about someone, and you didn't actually command them to do that. Her MCN did it, not because she specifically wanted them to, but because they were doing it of their own accord for the property itself, which has had a bunch of people worked on it. It's not really, I don't really think it's much of her fault, if you give it from my perspective, at least right now.
And taking no action to stop it at all. Furthermore, all the money that was being made on the video was going to her MCN, and her MCN was going to pay her some of that money, because that's how MCNs work. So she was making money off of my content illegally. Even though it might not directly be her fault, it is kind of directly her fault, because she signed their contract and put them in the power to be able to have control over content like this. She didn't do anything to stop it. Not even a response, and they manually rejected my dispute, which is even more fishy. Had they not manually rejected my dispute, I wouldn't have been this angry this quickly. If nothing had happened, I would have waited to get a response from someone, right? But because they manually rejected my dispute, saying that it was fair use, that made me so angry, because at that point it had gone from a simple mistake to an active decision to steal money from a content creator. Whether it was Screenwave Media's fault or VibsyPop's fault, doesn't matter. They're both connected to each other. Neither did anything to stop it. So this is now the second tweet, 12 hours after the original tweet. So it's now been 12 hours at this point. And then another 7 hours after this, after receiving no response from either VibsyPop or Screenwave Media, I decided to send an email to VibsyPop's business email using my business email, because copyright claims are a business-related issue that you can email about on a business email. Someone had found her business email and gave it to me, which I really appreciate, by the way. So I was able to do that because her DMs on Twitter were closed. I had no way to contact her, so someone found her business email and gave it to me, so I was able to do this. I said, hey, Vizzy, this is PK. Your MC and Screenwave Media issued a copyright claim for my review of Hazbin Hotel. Is there any way you can talk to them or do something about this?
Can you guys hear me now?
The review is completely within fair use. Any help is appreciated. Thank you. That was sent at 5 p.m. I never received a response, by the way. So how did she respond to that email? Did she respond and say, hey, I'm going to take a look at it. Thank you for letting me know? No. She subtweeted me and said, today...
We can't hear you. You're too soft and PK is too loud. I'm sorry. How close do you need me to get? Is this better? Is this better? I'm sorry if there are some problems. This is my first live stream. Alright. I'm sorry I'm too quiet. My voice isn't the loudest.
I'm admittedly at my wit's end. If you are having issues with my MCN issuing copyright claims for my pilot 2 days after it airs for your reviews, can you please just email them? copyright@screenwavemedia.com.
Right.
I get y'all want to keep villainizing me, but calm down. The copyright claims are in place for reuploads. It's automatic. Nearly every creator of media online uses them. That is 100% not true whatsoever at all. Not even close. Hardly any YouTubers use that system because as a YouTuber, you understand how ridiculous the automatic claim system is.
Did lower the
It's
volume.
amazing that a creator would want to use this against other creators in this way. It's not me trying to silence your negative opinion, I promise. If it's fair use, they will let you monetize. Fair enough. Fair enough. I apologize for assuming that VivziePop was trying to silence my opinion. But it's still true that I was the only one having problems with this. And it seems like all the other reviews, which are positive, none of them were complaining about copyright claims or anything like that. They were all very positive towards Hazbin Hotel. I seem to be the only one having issues, and mine was the only critical review. But then again, they may have been copyright claimed and just not said anything about it. Who knows? But they sure weren't complaining about it at all, which most YouTubers would, because they'd be losing money, you know, despite it being fair use.
Do some ASMR.
Legal right to use the content. This is now 21 hours after the original tweet at this point, so I emailed copyright at Screenwave Media, which I should never have to do.
Yes, he did that. He has established he did that.
Rather than saying, you just take care of it, it's not my problem. Because it definitely is her problem. It's her MCN. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
It is partially it is her problem.
Looking at this tweet, by the way, maybe like 2 hours after seeing this tweet at 10 p.m. So I was getting my car worked on in the mechanic the following morning, by the way. Nothing had been resolved yet. And I got this tweet from this person. According to what I've heard, PK literally blocked Vivzie after she made this post. The post where she said,
okay, that's dumb. That's
MCN,
dumb.
Right? Because that's not suspicious at all. I sure hope PK isn't using this as an excuse to say, Vivzie is stealing money from me, so support my Patreon. That would be bad. So I was like,
PKRussl response ASMR. Where
the hell are people getting this from that I blocked her? Turns out she blocked me.
Yep.
Turns out she blocked me. I mean, this type of stuff shows you.
I remember she made a tweet about it. I'm gonna try and find the tweet. PKRussl exposed. I remember her saying something about like how, you know, she blocked him because he was being accusatory or something like that. Let me just look up PKRussl. I'm sorry, this is boring. This is super boring. Try to make it interesting. I can't show the tweet because my stupid. I can't find the tweet. Basically, it was just saying that, you know, she blocked him because he was being sort of accusatory or something like that. I forget. I'm sorry. I wish I had this better prepared. I wish.
Absolutely twisted.
Make up for it.
These people are in the Hazbin Hotel fandom, where they
you get to see this.
Make up lies.
I'll do this for like 2 minutes to compensate for my sins.
She
I'm trying.
literally blocked me. I posted this screenshot of her having blocked me at 9:06 a.m. on the 31st of October, and I said claim has still not been removed. So just a few minutes later, I get a response saying that the claim has been released at 9:38 a.m. on the 31st of October. It's just a little bit suspicious that it happened right after I tweeted that she blocked me, because she blocked me before everything was resolved.
No, watch the stream.
That's definitely the most mature way to handle the situation, right? But you can read this word for word here. I've blocked out the name, but we're going to look at a different image because it's easier to read. It's the same thing. Feel free to read this right here. It's the same thing. It's just easier on YouTube to read the screenshot I posted on Twitter. Hi, Parker. My name is blanked out, one of the content ID managers at Screenwave. At the time of the claim, there was a misunderstanding of the policy that was going to be put in effect for re-uploads of Hazbin Hotel.
Start making ASMR and get back to making Bakugan. I will. I promise. Eventually.
The misunderstanding is that we didn't expect YouTubers to actually speak out against this, right? But that's exactly what I did. And we are currently in the process of reviewing the automated claims that were issued. At this moment, I am releasing the claim on your video, and YouTube will be routing all revenue made on this video this month to the current owner, which will be yourself. If you have any questions, I would love to be able to answer them for you.
That's good.
Thank you for your patience and understanding. I hope you have a great rest of your day. So, I appreciate the response, but not really, because it took over 2...
Joko Musical. Yo, I already made a video debunking the claims, but I haven't interacted with the PK video much. Alright. Cool.
2 days to get this response, and when I disputed their original claim, they rejected it manually. despite it being fair use. So someone had gone in manually and said, nope, you get no money, despite it being fair use. And it took me having to email them a second time to finally get a response that said, well, you're actually right.
That's kind of bad. That's
so you
bad.
can see why
That's
the
kind
whole
of bad.
situation made me incredibly frustrated, because it's something that I didn't even anticipate having to deal with at all. I thought demonetization would be the only thing I'd have to worry about, not illegal copyright claims. But at least it was all resolved. At least it was all resolved in the end. So
at least there's that.
So why did Vivzy Pop block me? Well, according to this tweet from her, I blocked him because
he blotted up.
A reactionary jerk and accusing
me
of...
He brought up the tweet. I should have just kept watching.
I'm allowed to block anyone I want on my personal social media. I'm not silencing him. He can have any opinions he wants. Doesn't mean he deserves access to me as a person. So what is this accusing me of, I didn't do or intend? What is she talking about there? Well, several people brought this up to where I had to make a Twitter video explaining the whole thing. So let's just watch it in its full right now. In my Hazbin Hotel video, I said this. I can't even believe that this is geared towards adults. So here's my little conspiracy theory.
Oh, the conspiracy theory?
I think I know what's going on here. This is an adult cartoon made for children. This is a niche that has yet to be filled. Think about it. When do you start learning about, usually when you're like 12 years old, that's when you start making jokes. Family Guy is a show filled with adult humor that's very basic, but most 12-year-olds don't understand Family Guy because Family Guy relies on references, it relies on innuendos. Most 12-year-olds just won't understand it, right? So 12-year-olds can't watch something like Family Guy and enjoy it. They're stuck.
Sure, 12-year-olds can watch Family Guy and enjoy it. I watched Family Guy when I was 12. What are you talking about? Maybe I should have put this as part of the video.
Very much to like 12-year-olds because I cannot see any adult watching this and thinking that it's funny. But it wouldn't surprise
You can't see any adults. Any adults, none.
Act like 12-year-olds. So it wouldn't surprise me if they thought it was funny. Some people are saying that I'm accusing them of making an adult show for kids. It was a joke! It was a joke! How do you not understand that? It's so obvious. If I thought that was real for a second,
yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that it's a joke.
Because my YouTube channel contains adult humor, and lots of kids watch my YouTube channel. It's not like I control who watches my YouTube channel, just like no one controls who watches Hazbin Hotel. It was a joke. It was a dumb joke that everyone took too seriously. My God, I even said it was a conspiracy theory. How do you not see that it's a joke? It was so obvious. The joke is
I don't see why people took the whole conspiracy theory part seriously.
I am the person who fights against false accusations against people.
Yeah, he does do that.
Make a video about Vivzy Pop's false accusations and how they're stupid.
Maybe you should have, because it did kind of break up the flow of your regular first video at the beginning.
It was a joke. My God. Now, I've been falsely accused of many things. It happens like almost every day, and I'm so used to it at this point, it's like, it doesn't even matter. But I have never been falsely accused of falsely accusing someone of something. This is a first for me. Especially coming from someone like Vivzy Pop, who's been falsely accused themselves of so much stuff. I can't even believe that she would make this false accusation that I falsely accused her of something. I can't even believe it. It blows my mind. Oh yeah, and about being a reactionary jerk. Why? Because I posted on Twitter that my video got claimed because your Twitter DMs are
I think it was more about the review itself.
You? Don't you think that your MCN automatically claiming any video that contains any snippet of Hazbin Hotel, despite it being fair use or anything? Don't you think that's a little bit, being a reactionary jerk? Maybe? Or, when I clicked on file a dispute and I filed a dispute and they manually rejected my dispute, don't you think that's being a little bit of a reactionary jerk, Don't you think blocking someone for pointing all of that out is being a little bit of a...
You're kind of acting a little bit like this is Vivzy herself who's doing the manual takedown and stuff like that. I know you said specifically that you didn't, but you're kind of giving off mixed messages here. And I don't think she should have blocked you. But you shouldn't block anyone. I find it kind of dumb unless they're like really spamming you or being like creeps or something like that. I don't think you should block people. It's kind of a dumb pussy move.
Reactionary jerk. I'm just saying, man, it's amazing some of the stuff that people said, some of the drama that the Hazbin Hotel community made from all of this. It's insane what they did. They're crazy, dude. In response to this tweet, someone said, "What?" Then another person responded, "Don't be alarmed."
Why do you even cross it out? People can see it, can't they?
Copyright owner in the screenshot.
Actually, he might have deleted it.
Okay. Just enjoy the show. Let's see what happens. Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. Thank God I'm not the only one who noticed. Boy probably went out of his way to use some copyrighted material that he knew wouldn't get appealed. What?
That's dumb. That's
Remember,
dumb.
I posted this is the original.
I'm sorry if I sound like I'm repeating, but that's
right
dumb.
Here, clearly, Screenwave Media channel VivziePop. Right here, claimed by Screenwave Media. It showed clearly right there. This just wasn't the tweet that blew up. This one came way before the one that you were talking about. This came way before this one. But this is just the one that blew up, dude. It's amazing how much these people lie. It's kind of crazy. And it's also shocking just because it seems like the person that they're trying to defend, VivziePop, you know, has been accused of so many things too. So to see these people who are defending this person who's been falsely accused of so many things, making false accusations against someone like me, it's pretty weird. It's pretty wild. And it just shows, you know, we would never make false accusations against someone who we like, but someone who we don't like, absolutely, absolutely. The cherry on top really is this interaction right here. This kind of sums up the Hazbin Hotel fandom perfectly. Should I give all revenue from Hazbin Hotel video to Team Trees? And the Hazbin Hotel fan responded by saying, don't be petty. Okay, fine, fine. I won't give the revenue to Team Trees. I'll just keep it all for myself. Fine.
Why does he even blur that out? I know that he hasn't deleted that tweet.
What are you talking about?
Come on, man. People can just look at this and find it. What's even the point? If you're gonna read it, then why even blur it? People can find it easily. Easily.
It makes no sense. I'm so confused by all of it. It makes no sense to me. But I do think that something like this would be a good idea. I asked this question and I had a lot of responses. Some people said I should keep half, you know, and give half to Team Trees. And I think that that is pretty fair. Because like I said, I was at the mechanic and I ended up spending a lot more money than I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is in the first week that the Hazbin Hotel review is up, I will take all the money that it's made from that first week, split it in half, and give half of it to Team Trees. And the other half I will just keep for myself and pay off all that crazy stuff with my car. That way, we can at least do a little bit of good from this video. This is the only good thing to ever come from Hazbin Hotel stands, is planting trees. So to sum everything up, I think that the way that the Hazbin Hotel community reacted to my video
my tree, Daddy.
was absolutely out of line, and it just
oh no, I shouldn't make those ambiguous jokes. PK might come after me for it.
It literally just proved
say I need to be more mature.
Hardcore. There's nothing that can prove it even better than that. The way that Vivzie responded was totally unexpected from me. You know, it was just shocking almost the way that it was handled on that end. It was shocking how the whole community made me out to be the bad person in the situation. The whole thing just confused the hell out of me. Everything that happened confused the hell out of me. I did not expect any of it to happen the way that it happened. I think the Hazbin Hotel fandom is definitely by far the worst fandom I've ever interacted with on the internet.
You don't know the Edgeworld fandom then? Or many other fandoms. Oh god. Oh god. The Vietnam flashback. Oh god.
And I shouldn't have to make a video like this defending myself for having a fucking opinion. That's all I have for today. Thank you to all my patrons here on your screen. Become a patron today. Link down below in the description. My patrons are awesome. Can't do anything without their help. Thank you so much for being a lovely patron. That's pretty much all I have for today. So I will see you next time. Bye! I've got the time.
So that was PKRussl's response to criticism. I didn't think it was very good. Did not think it was great. The Twitter stuff, that was a bit more acceptable, but the stuff about the video, I for the most part, I can't. You guys saw my live reaction. How? I don't think it's great.
I don't
think it's a great response.
Hotel, and it was
I didn't think the video itself was great, so that didn't help much. Oh hey, look at that. My video is the first up next thing you can watch for after this. That's poetic irony, I guess. Much better like to dislike ratio on this one than before. I don't know why. Oh, and look, there's my live stream right there. If only you could see that. BK, I don't hate you. I don't hate your videos for the most part. But these 2 videos, they're a little bit shit. I'm sorry. They're a little bit shit. I'm sorry, BK. I think you made a few good points in the videos, but there's some shit to dig through. I'm sorry. Well, that was the video. I kind of want to keep this chat going for a little while because I haven't live streamed before. So let's have some questions. Ask me, the one and only Just Stop, some questions. Me. It's me, Just Stop. Give me questions. I'm so bored now because I just finished the video. I'ma go now, but okay. Okay then. Leave. Leave me in my time of need. Leave me. Just like everyone else in my life. I live under a dumpster. A dumpster fire. Okay. Just stop. Have a Discord. No. Stop asking. I don't have a Discord. I used to, but I don't now, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna reopen one. Why is your hair not dyed white? Because I'm not Danny Phantom. I'm not damn Danny Phantom. Well, my character has white hair. I tried to dye it white. It didn't go great. Okay. Can I touch / lick your hair? No. You pervs. JS, what do you think of Ellis Mark? He's a pretty cool guy, man. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like his videos. I watch him all the time. And I have a mutual friend with him. So I've never really interacted with him, but he's cool. He's a cool guy. Can I touch / lick your... Oh, God, people are going to keep asking to lick my hair. Is that a thing now? You ask people to lick your hair, not just touch it? Do you think he'll respond to your vids? Probably not. Probably not. I might want him to, but he's not gonna. Probably not gonna. Are you 20 like 90% of all YouTubers? No, I'm 15. I know it sounds weird because of my voice, but I'm 15. Deal with it. I'm not fucking stories. I'm not lying about my age. I'm 15. Please. Can we just stop, PK? What an epic question. Oh. Do you plan on expanding your content genres in the future? I've been trying to get more into the reviewing genre. I'm still going to be doing my regular YouTuber dramas, stuff like that, but I've been trying to get more into the review-related genres. So there was some sort of drama involving a copyright takedown and PKRussl being blocked. I came in late. Can you recap? No, I can't recap. I'm trying to answer questions now. That's all the stream's about now. Sorry, you missed it. And I'm down to 245 viewers because they wanted to just see me respond. Oh, what a lonely life I live. Do you know about SCP? Barely. Hottest Hazbin hotel character. I'm not a furry, sorry. Who am I kidding? Yes, I am. It's Husk. He is my boy. He is my furry boy. I'm not a furry. Did you wash your hands? Maybe. Okay. You like Beyblade? Not really. It's dumb. I watched it a lot when I was younger, and I have some that I can still find, but I don't like Beyblade. I'm not going to make a retrospective on Beyblade. Mega Man or Sonic? Sonic. Sonic's better. I like Sonic. He's just much more of an interesting character to me. I like him more. I am negative 1 year old. But I don't think... JS is a furry, confirmed. Oh no. They found me out. Come to the dark side and join the Hazbin Hotel. Yeah, I'm probably going to hell. I'm an atheist. So, probably going to hell. Probably. BK assumed a human rejected his dispute, but it's been... Can you review my OC? Who are you? Reviewing OCs? Is that what people want me to do? What do you think of I Hate Everything? I Hate Everything. I don't know why people hate his search for the worst videos. I like some of them. Are you single? Yes. Don't come after me, ladies. I'm not gay. To confirm, I'm not gay. I know you might think differently from the hairstyle, but I'm not gay. I'm just single because I'm not very charming in real life. Why didn't you wash your hands? Maybe I did wash my hands. You don't know. You don't know me. Just stop a Saber Spark, son. I don't see the connection there. You've been a good boy. Here, have a dill. Oh, I mean lollipop. Okay, I shouldn't have read that out. Just stop. I'll break you out. Thoughts on Pyrocynical? He is. I like him. I like most of these people. He is. Is Just Stop is a gay furry confirmed. No, I'm not. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, as I was saying about Pyrocynical, I like Pyrocynical. He was better than Leafy, in my opinion. He makes more fun content. I'm on and off again with his stuff. It's just like the regular kind of reactionary stuff, but he's a fun personality, so I like him. He appeals to me. Do you enjoy Mauler? I don't know who that is. Do you like Danganronpa? I asked because you use the music from the games in most of your videos. Yes, I very much like Danganronpa. I've thought about making a video about it. Maybe I will at some point. I don't know. Possibly. What kind of music you listen to? Mostly alternative rock, stuff like that. So a little bit of rap, like Green Day, Gorillaz, 21 Pilots. I know, emo trash. Sorry. Have you thought of reviewing games? Maybe playing some live on stream. I might play some live on stream games if I can get this thing to work. If I can get OBS to work for me, because it's been a pain. Is PK the new Leafy? No, he is not. He's not the new Leafy. He just made one, well, I guess 2 kind of bad videos. Sorry. He's not the next Leafy. Are you taking part in No Nut November? Yes. Yes, I am. It's torture. Your OC does look like Danny Phantom is in Animal Crossing. I've gotten that many times. You wouldn't believe how many times I get that on a daily basis. Thoughts on MCU stands? Fuck them. Stop being so overprotective of the MCU. It's most of the movies are subpar. Ant-Man 3 is not going to be a great movie. It's not going to be a cinematic masterpiece. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break this to you, MCU stands. Thoughts on Gorillaz and the lore? I like the lore of Gorillaz. I liked how they get cross sections with the Powerpuff Girls. I am very interested in the lore of the Gorillaz just as much as I am with their music. I like the Now, their newest album. It's interesting, very much so. And I'd like to read the book that came along with the Plastic Beach album because I'm really interested in the story, actually. You should check out his best insults at Just Stop. His level of critique is amazing. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about PK? I don't know. Ever watch It's Gundam? Probably not. I don't think so. For a second you sounded like Leafy and I'm worried. You should be. Everyone in this community is on the verge of being the next Leafy. I'm sorry. Just thoughts on Joker. I saw Joker. We live in a society. I said we live in a society like 2 or 3 times on the stream. I'm sorry. I don't have better jokes. But I did like Joker. I like the psychological aspect of the character. I liked the cinematography. I thought it was well shot. I liked the vision that Todd Phillips had for the film. I thought in general it was a really great movie. And I'm glad that it's having such a good global box office despite not being in China. Have you heard of Jimmy Two Shoes? I think so. I believe I have heard of that. It's like a cartoon, right? How long does it take you to make an average video? And what are tips for others that want to start making videos? That's a tough one. Okay, so for making videos, it varies on how long it takes me. Sometimes, if we're counting the scripting process and the voicing process, that's about, if it's an average video, maybe like 4 hours total, 5 hours-ish. The editing is where it really gets difficult. That takes me like forever. For reference, think of it like an hour a minute for my average videos. That's about how much it usually takes me. Just up, I was referring to Mauler. I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. Have you seen Foco? Who? Foco? We live in a society which everyone becomes leafy here. I thought you meant Joker from Persona 5. Hazbin Hotel. More like has been in a bin. And if you do start video game streaming, can you stream Doom 2016? If I can figure out how to stream. I do have an Elgato capture card from like 5 years ago. Maybe it still works. Who knows? I haven't tried it in forever. My voice is getting it. Do you like Ponder Sprocket? I mentioned that in my cancel culture video. I love Ponder Sprocket. I love her videos. They are very well put together. They're very informative. They're very nice. I love her videos for the most part. Ever thought about starting a podcast? Yeah, I thought about it with a friend, and we made a single episode back over a year ago, and it's probably lost to time now. Maybe I'll make an actual one later. Is the stream lagging? Yeah, it's lagging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's lagging. What's your favorite color? Oh, you're a UK or a Canadian, aren't you? Because you put the U there. It's red. Red's my favorite color. You probably thought it'd be orange or white, but no, it's red. I'm not racist. Confirmed. Hazbin Hotel is basically similar to Jimmy Two Shoes. It's basically Jimmy Two Shoes, but for adults. I wish I knew what Jimmy Two Shoes was, I guess. Do you like manga comment? Yes. Are you a Nintendo guy? I own a Nintendo Switch. It came out the day after my birthday, so that's cool. And I have it signed by Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario. It's my prized possession. I love it. I play Tetris 99 all the time. It's great. I love it. I'm not trying to flex or anything. I just really love Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Super Mario Odyssey. I love it all. Foco is a YouTuber with a sense of humor similar to Pyrocynical. I use the U because I want to sound fancy. I'm Dutch, lol. You ever played Hollow Knight? No, I have not. Ponder Sprocket is like the adult of this commentary community, and we're all lucky to have her. Yes, we are. I stan Ponder Sprocket. What's up, the sky? Have you heard or played Cuphead? I have heard of Cuphead. I haven't played it yet. It's on my list. It's on my list. I like the soundtrack. It's on my list. I'm sorry. This is so cringy. Yeah, if we can get some donations going in Super Chat, I'll say whatever you want me to within reason. I'm just basically anything that doesn't have to do with hardcore bad themes or racial slurs, and I'll say it. You want this smexy voice to say something? Then come on, pay piggies. Did you ever play Muse Dash? No, I didn't. Just got here. What happened? Everything. I want to play Smash Bros. With you now. If you have it, lol. I do not have it on my Switch yet. I have it on 3DS. Have you played the games Limbo or Inside by Playdead? No, but they look good. I've seen some stuff. What's up, dog? Did you know they cured up dog with the invention of Dick Fours? Are you a 100% OJ stan? And if so, what is your main? OJ stan. Who is your main? I am an OJ Simpson stan. I follow him on Twitter. No, I don't. That's a lie. But I love OJ Simpson. Totally didn't kill anybody. That's it. I spit the facts. I spit the truth. OJ, my man. Why you named yourself Just Stop? It's just like a phrase that I liked. I thought it would be good for a YouTube name. That's how it came to be. Just a heads up, Just Stop. Mauler's pronounced like Maul as in bear. Oh. Baller? Mauls, it's prey. Content is lengthy but well-defined. Okay. Alright. Do you read comics, and if so, have you read Watchmen? I have not read Watchmen, but I do read comics on occasion. Sometimes. Thoughts on Fallout 76? It's a glitchy mess. It sucks. I'm sorry. And the microtransactions make it worse. I can't say anything that many people haven't already said. It's dumb. It's bad. It's I got it for free with this microphone, actually, when it first came out. I never played it, though, because obvious reasons. I have it installed, though, so I could at any time. Thoughts on Just a Robot? He's okay. He's just average. He's not, I just like how he changes editors all the time. I get you want to change editors sometimes because you want to flare things up, but sometimes they're much worse than others. It's kind of like Mr. Enter, and I just don't like how it looks sometimes. I'm sorry. Otherwise, his content's just fine. It's not high art or anything. Alright, chat seems to be dead. Well then, it's been an hour and 20 minutes, boys. Oh, okay, hold on. What animes are you into if you're into any to begin with? Mob Psycho 100 is my bae. I love it. I love it. You keep jumping from a young Ryan Reynolds to a Lethe. Sorry, that's what happens with my voice. Sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's high. Can't control it. Well, I can, but where's the fun in that? Thoughts on George Memulus? I don't watch him often. O.J. Simpson kind of kinky with the knife he puts in people's bags. Just fine. The new channel from Just Stops where it's all about mediocrity. Did you play Skyrim? Do you play Skyrim? No. No, I haven't. On my list. Just like Cuphead. Thoughts on Saber Spark? He's cool. He's cool. He makes fun content. Boredom seeps in. Alright, this is starting to get a little... Oh, hold on. I'll answer this one last question, and then I'm going to be gone. Alright? Who or what inspired your avatar? We all really want to know. JD from Heathers. JD, the edgy boy, guy who tries to blow up the school. That's what I modeled him off. That's what I modeled my character off of. And the hairstyle just sort of... That was an interpretation from my Artist Pastel Halloween from my old style, which was just a mess. That's where it came from. Alright. So,